Unless you have been living under a rock, you have heard about this game. For the uninformed among you, it is one of the most popular mobile games in the world, with over 250 million downloads, 4 million users, and constant updates. It is also a game I enjoyed playing quite a bit in my free time when I'm not making music. What is this game, you may be asking? Raid Shadow Legends. Today, I am incredibly excited to announce that Raid Shadow Legends has reached out to me to remix some sounds from the game into a banger. So let's get cracking. Before I start, let me tell you about the crazy Spring Hunt event going on in-game right now. This is a massive event being put on by Raid that, once completed, has potential real-life prizes like a gaming console or Amazon gift cards with a total value of over $10,000. You can also win some awesome in-game loot. How do I win these prizes, you might be asking? Just use my link in the description to download Raid and head over to springhunt.plarium.com, enter your Raid ID, and that's it. Now let's get into the music making. So the awesome people over at Raid have sent me a bunch of sound files from the game, and I figured we could kind of use these to make a beat from scratch. They've included some music, some little transition sounds, and a bunch of sound effects, which I think is where I'm going to start. Okay, so I grabbed a bunch of sound effects that I thought could make some good drum sounds. Nice little impact sound there. Nice little ring equipment sound. I feel like that could be a good percussion sound. Again, another nice little like snare slash percussion sound. And that is asking to be turned into a snare if I have ever heard a sample that wanted to be turned into a snare. You've also got this little pendant equipped sound, which I feel like could make a really great hi-hat. Then finally, this like banner sound effect. So I think I'm gonna start by just making a basic two-step hi-hat pattern with this pendant sound. Then we can go into the piano roll and spice it up a little bit by using the humanize tool, which is going to kind of offset a lot of our sounds and change the velocity and pitch a little bit to just make them sound a little more random and a little less, robotic. I'm also going to make it sound a little shorter and pitched up a bit to make it sound a little more hi-hatty. Yeah, that's a lot better. Then let's try and come up with just a pretty basic drum pattern. I feel like that could maybe be like a nice little offbeat thing. Maybe put this like on every offbeat. Sounding kind of goofy, but I'm rocking with it so far. Okay, so we've got like a pretty cool percussion loop. I feel like we could maybe add some like more normal drums to flesh it out a little bit. Maybe grab a little snare, clap, maybe like a chant, a kick, some little lasers. Maybe we could do something kind of like jerk inspired. Yeah, okay, there we go. Ooh. Okay, that sounds a little more fleshed out. I'm liking that for like the backbone of our beat. Maybe add a little gross beat on the master to create a little lower layer in there as well. Okay, now I think it's time to add something melodic. I was listening to a lot of the music they sent over, and this specific idle sound here really caught my ear. Ooh. Yeah, it just sounds super eerie, and I feel like it'll really fit the vibe we're kind of going for. And I thought, you know what? Maybe a fun way to do this would be to drag that into Faceplant, which is a really cool granular synthesizer. I've got this super cool granular preset that I like a lot right here, so I'm just gonna drag that into there and see what it sounds like. Ooh. Ooh, super funky. I'm gonna try dragging it around a little bit to see if I can find another section that I like a little more than that intro. And maybe over here, I like how this chunk looks. Oh, oh, yeah. Oh yeah, we definitely got our chop right there. I think that's gonna be our money. Okay, so we can play this on really any note, I think, and it's gonna sound good. So let me see which one I feel like fits it the best. Just gonna start by dragging in two notes like this. Woo! Woo! Maybe try shifting it up. It's a little too high. Maybe like a G. Ooh. It's like maybe if we add like a lower layer to maybe something like. Woo! Dang, this is already turning out crazy. Now, before we get any further on this beat, I'm going to take a quick break to talk about some of the misconceptions the public has about Raid Shadow Legends. Lots of people think that Raid is just a time grinder meme game when that could not be further from the truth. The development team has included tons of features to save you time while playing and is constantly adding new content. It's important to have a little fun between the stresses of life, and Raid is a great way to let off some steam while challenging your mind and having a little fun. And if you want to join my in-game clan, here's the code right now. I feel like this would benefit from maybe some like background melody type sound, so I'm gonna pull up Serum and see if I can make something really quick. Okay, that's sounding pretty cool. I feel like maybe we could have it play like an arpeggio in the background or something. Copy it over again. Maybe erase that. A little evil, but not too evil. Nice, I like that. Like, it sounds like it's a little too low though, so maybe bringing it up an octave. Yeah, there we go. Go into the settings here, maybe have it. That seems too fast. Maybe like... Okay, that feels good. But I feel like it's a little too, I don't know. It holds out a little too long, so if we turn the gate down... Yeah, there we go. Maybe increase the range. Yeah, I like that. There we go. And maybe we can just throw some effects on there. Sweet, that sounded good, but I feel like we could use like one more melodic element maybe. But let's just quickly record that granular stab sound into Edison and see if we can make like a pad or something out of it. Now if we just take that whole thing, select it, I'll go to this water drop tool and use the blur tool. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I feel like we could do something with that. Then maybe if we try like pitching it up an octave to just give it a little like tonal contrast from the main granular stab. Yeah, I've got this nice pad effect preset that I like to use, so let's see if this sounds good on it. Okay. Maybe if we pan that pad to the left and pan our synth to the right, it'll create a little more space. I feel like we are also definitely missing a bass, so I'm gonna go with just something classic. I'm thinking we can go with the spins. Then maybe just have it mirror that bass pattern on that synth. Maybe drop it down an octave. Oh, yeah, okay. Like we could also maybe use like one more melodic element. I have this lead in mind that I made recently that I think would sound good on it. Okay, that sounds good in context. I feel like maybe like a transition effect from the Raid sounds would also be cool. That's cool. Oh, I think that might be perfect. If we just drag that so it comes in on our downbeat. Nice, okay, I think that's good. And chop that so it goes back to the beginning. Oh, I also added a sidechain to all of our elements so they cut away when the kick is playing to make everything sound a little more punchy. And I feel like for our intro, we can grab that same like melodic sample that we used for that little granular stab. Maybe have that play for 8 bars. I also automated this EQ to turn on in the beginning of the song, so it makes everything sound like it's playing through like a filter or like a bathroom door, just to build some hype. Cool, I'm feeling pretty happy with that. Let's just play through one final time. doing pretty good if I do say so myself. If you haven't started playing yet, then what are you waiting for? Click the link in the description or scan my QR code right here to get some insane bonuses only available through my link. A huge starter pack with the epic champion Tyrel from the High Elves faction, and another starter pack after reaching level 25 that includes Epic Rector Drath. After downloading the game, use code SPRINGHUNT24 to get silver and more, available to both old and new players. Come find me under the name Thayer Period, join my clan, and let's be legends together. Just hit the link in the description and I'll see you on the battlefield.